I'll try to put this to good use, Mycroft.
You took your time, Doctor. I was about to send out a search party.
Thank you, matron. As always, you are the soul of civility.
What is it, Doctor?
Good news, Holmes. I'm pleased to report that Mycroft is intermittently conscious.
That's some comfort.
Granted, he's burned and battered, and the combination of concussion and morphine has caused delirium.
A summary would suffice, thank you.
He's sporadically cogent. I asked how nurse was treating him, and he responded, "Flit on, cheering angel," and something about shoes. Peculiar answer, but an answer nonetheless.
If you imagine that you can engage my attention with an anagram, you are mistaken, but I'm grateful for your report.
I've gathered some intriguing titbits about the Diogenes explosion. Perhaps you'd like to investigate them.
Much obliged, Watson. I appreciate your effort, but do not exert yourself. I'm not sure I even want to hear them.
Not interested? I'm bound to say, Holmes, your behaviour is irrational. I never thought I'd see the day.
I won't be goaded into better humour, Doctor. I am dejected by Mycroft's condition and furious about my inability to help him. But I have not lost my mind, just my energy.
It's been suggested that terrorists may have ignited the Diogenes.
That sounds like one of Augie Trimble's nuggets, Watson. It falls just short of being completely absurd. I hope you didn't pay for it.
Not much. Have you considered the possibility that some sort of foul play caused the conflagration?
Doctor, I'm truly touched by your efforts to engage my attention, but please confine yourself to reality. Mycroft was felled by a real explosion, not a hypothetical one.
That's very pompous. You sound more like Lestrade than I would have thought possible.
Sadness constrains the imagination. Incidentally, if anyone accuses you of having a supportive and sympathetic manner, mark him as a liar.
Some investigators reported that the Diogenes appeared to have been bombed.
I'm not surprised. They may have done military service. To understand something capricious, they equate what they don't know with what they do. It's quite natural, but such analogies have limited value.
The stranger's room was most badly damaged, and it didn't even have a gas line. What if a bomb did cause the explosion?
Who ignited it? How? And why would anyone target the Diogenes? It's ridiculous. Most improbable. There would be evidence, and the police, ninnies though they may be, would surely have found it. Wouldn't they?
I've been thwarted, Holmes. Only you can help sort out my confusion.
Appeals to my vanity will not serve you, Watson. A confusion suggests a surfeit of information. You lack even a bare sufficiency for me to evaluate.
I have an interesting hypothesis.
You might recall that one demonstrable proof is worth more to me than myriad suppositions. I do not act on guesswork.
Were Mycroft speaking a coded language, what would you make of it?
Nothing at all. He devises riddles and cryptograms for diversion. Enigmas, quandaries, and conundrums of all kinds delight him. At least they used to do. You can figure them out, surely.
No, I can't. I'm not good at puzzles. I'm mystified, Holmes, out of my depth. He speaks of conspiracy and treachery. It's not clear if the references are truly ominous or the result of his condition. If this is code, it may be intended for you. These are obscure and dangerous waters. You must illuminate them.
He was a private and wary boy, Watson. He's a furtive and suspicious man. His work demands secrecy and feeds his nature. You said he is delirious. Puzzles currently dominate his deranged mind.
Yes, but I'm suggesting there may be method to his madness. Well, why didn't you say you was a member? Save us both some aggro. The magnitude of human tragedy is not measured by the numbers who endure it. A simple, solitary, displaced possession of a particular man is most affecting. Are there other such signs about?
Dr. Watson, what are you doing in here, sir? It's unsafe. You'll have to get out. None but authorized persons are allowed.
Intriguing. This residue reminds me of some bad business I saw in the army.
Dr. Watson, you should be ashamed of yourself. You'll have to get out. None but authorized persons are allowed.
Horrible mess, no? Constable, I must have another look inside. Suit yourself, Doctor. Better you than me in that nasty place. No need to take unnecessary risks. That pile of rubble could collapse at any time. Horrible mess, no? Constable, I may return with Mr. Sherlock Holmes in tow. Suit yourself, Doctor. With any luck, I'll be in my bed. The clock face residue looks suspiciously like something I saw in India. If I'm right, I'll do more than engage Holmes' attention.
What is it, Doctor?
I may have the means to provide the demonstrable proof you require.
Your speech is uncharacteristically obscure, Doctor.
I think if I warm a sample in a sulfide bath, a black precipitate would provide confirmation.
What in blue blazes was that? Are you trying to kill us?
I'm trying to satisfy your partiality for proofs, and I wanted your attention.
You have it.
My experiment confirmed that residue I recovered from the Diogenes was explosive fulminate. A gas main was ruptured, it exploded, but that explosion was caused by an incendiary device.
Let me gather my thoughts, Watson. I am beginning to suspect a strange and peculiarly terrible chain of events, and Doctor, thank you for showing me my duty. Fulminate of mercury. The black precipitate is decisive. Mycroft felled by a bomb. Damnable villains. An outrageous and unconscionable act. The misbegotten maggots. If I had them before me, I could not be trusted.
Have you been ingesting stimulants, Holmes? Let me have some tea brought up.
I'm as sober as Carrie Nation, Watson, and more determined. Let us get on with it. I will have the fiends who tried to kill my brother. Did you receive any assistance from Scotland Yard?
I never got past Constable Burns.
Obstructive moron. My brother is nearly killed in a vicious assault, and you can't even get in to see Lestrade.
Don't let anger dim your wit. The Yard is ignorant of our Diogenes discovery. That's a good thing, as you would ordinarily be the first to say. We don't yet know what variety of foul play we're dealing with.
Your pardon, Watson. My anger at the would-be assassins has made me muzzy. I have a fierce thirst. Only justice will slake it.
I think you mean revenge.
So be it. They are the same to me now. Your investigative efforts expose several productive leads, Watson.
But no obvious starting point for our inquiry. They say a good beginning ensures a good outcome.
We are not so credulous to think so. There is more here than a common attempted murder.
So I surmised.
The matter will not admit of a simple resolution, but I will not rest until the wretch responsible for this outrage against my brother is punished. Have you begun your journal entries, Doctor?
Any matter in which you take an interest may have enduring public consequences.
What items might have assisted your own inquiries, Watson?
The bull's eye wouldn't have been amiss, and a nimble brain would have helped.
The former is here somewhere. We can secure it. The latter is more than sufficient. Don't troll for compliments, Doctor. Did you collect other evidence at the Diogenes that might assist us?
I couldn't perform a proper search. It's dark as Guinness in there. The damp and unstable conditions didn't help, and Forbes was about.
Yes, he will complicate matters, but the damage to the rooms may be of interest, and there may be other physical evidence. We must return eventually. You know my methods, Watson. It is the scene of a crime. There is a matter I should like to put to Inspector Lestrade.
Can the Yard assist in our inquiries?
Expectations are low, and your point about official ignorance is well taken. The Inspector has neither need nor capacity to know what we know. Still, his title might become the rough water we'll confront. Take your pistol, will you, Watson? There's no telling what this case will bring.
For once I am ahead of you, Holmes. It is in my pocket.
My compliments, Mr. Rigby. The early bird gets the worm, what?
News don't wait on a slugabed, Mr. Holmes. I'm sorry about your brother's misfortune. Government can't afford the loss. What are his prospects, sir, if I might ask?
His condition is guarded. Your concern is appreciated.
Well, the best of British luck to him. And pardon the banner, I'm obliged to display it.
You must make your living, Jonas, as must we all.
You got clothes of your own, I think.
Has anyone been lurking about 221B, Wiggins?
Not that I noticed. Sorry about your brother, sir. Anything I can do?
Nothing, and more's the pity. Thank you.
Give me a word if I can help.
Are the rest of your lads available, Wiggins?
They're on holiday at the workhouse. If you got a job, I'm for it. On the usual terms, of course.
Matron, I would like to see my brother, Mycroft Holmes.
Your desire and hospital policy do not happen to coincide.
Hospital policy be damned, he's in a precarious condition.
Language, Mr. Holmes. Don't make me call the police.
Why this animus? Is it that incident with the bedpans? Do you still hold a grudge for that student prank?
Assume what you will. Your tenure here was mercifully brief. The medical profession lost nothing when you left us.
No need to be insulting, matron.
As neither of you have any official standing here, please move along.
A person in your position should not be guided by prejudice, matron.
You've never thought much of my judgment or my authority, Mr. Holmes. Now, if there's nothing more, please leave.
Is change forbidden at Bart's?
So it would seem. I feel transported back in time.
Indeed, to the Dark Ages or some similarly dismal and repressive era.
No. To my days as a staff surgeon.
Perhaps to the heyday of the Inquisition. A single glimpse of Matron the Merciless recalled a legion of disagreeable memories. I'd like to throttle the desiccated old bat.
Render a valuable public service, but I doubt you would make the Queen's Honours List for your trouble.
How did you bypass this impediment?
Via the morgue. It's the only convenient way to enter and avoid a night in the Bow Street lockup.
Suggestions, Watson? Before the top of my head blows off, please.
Calm yourself, Holmes. She is a law unto herself, but like many petty tyrants, she may be favourably disposed toward the trappings and requests of officialdom.